KC 101, the big proud supporter of Raise the Region here in Tioga County. It's coming up. It's going on from 6 p.m. on Wednesday, March the 8th through Thursday, midnight on March the 9th. And Abby's joining us here from TCHI, otherwise fully known as the Tioga County Homeless Initiative, providing shelter for those in need and just doing some wonderful work. And I've known Abby forever. She's a wonderful woman here. And so if you want to support a great organization on Raise the Region, you're one of the local organizations involved. And hello, Abby.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Well, good. You're no spring chicken to the radio. You've been on here I don't know how many times over the last 20 years, one shape, form, or another.
That's right, I have.
I'm not either, so I'm not trying to. Well, that's what we're here for. We're here to give the community a voice and information on what's going on, and you are one of the nonprofit groups involved. So tell us a little bit, because there's so much going on now with your organization. What's the latest on what's happening?
Well, as most people know, we're building a new building for the homeless shelter. We're trying to get out of our 100-year-old house,
which has a lot of issues, because there's people questioning, well, why do we need this or that? There's some serious, you just can't.
Yeah, we just can't do it.
People
economically,
that are in the know look at and say this is just not repairable. So
right.
let's clear that. So we got to start fresh, and that's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing. Yes. So right now, if you drive by, the building on the outside looks fabulous. It looks great. It looks like we're hey, this looks. The inside is empty. It is just 4 walls all the way around with a couple doors and some windows. It's totally empty. The inside is what we're starting to work on, and that is where we need to raise the money for this Raise the Region this year.
And your capacity when this is done, will it be increased to be able to serve more people or serve them with more better, I guess? I'm trying to think what the right word is. So,
yes, we will be able to serve twice as many people as we serve now. We're only allowed 16 now, and then we'll have almost 30 in the new building. And we will have spaces for services when they come in. And when I mean services, anybody who we try to make sure people get a hand out and not a hand up. I mean, a hand up, not a hand out. So if they need drug and alcohol counseling, right now we have no private place for them to meet. In the new building, there may be a couple of different places for them. But we'll also have like a dormitory style where they have 10 men on bunk beds in one side of the building and 10 women on the other side. And we'll have 2 family rooms. So it'll be bigger. And then we'll also have a play area for the children to play. There's going to be 3 offices. So you have whole families show up that need a place to stay, entire families. I mean, absolutely.
That right there really breaks my heart hearing that. I mean, all of it does. Anybody that doesn't have a place, you know what I mean? And I'm so happy you guys are there. But when I think about a family arriving with kids, and now you're going to be able to have a separate place for those kids need this to be they don't need a traumatic event at this point in their life. They need the exact opposite. And it sounds like that's what you're offering.
That is what I'm offering. We had 6 kids in there last summer, 2 different families, 6 kids. But in the current place, they there's no place for them. I mean, I wired off or fenced off the backyard, but they wanted to be inside too, and there was no place. I mean, they took over the house. This way, they'll have an area, a room just off the back where they can run in and out and have it all to themselves and not interrupt the day-to-day of the shelter, but still be able to have their area to play in.
So if you'd like to make a donation, Raise the Region, you can go online, raisetheregion.org, and make a donation. You did this last year too, right, if I remember correctly?
I did, because we were working on getting the building up.
Oh, you should do this every year. I mean, expenses every year.
I am going to every year. Yes, even after the building's up, we'll still have expenses. I often quote Martin Luther King, I have a dream. And I know that it's only going to be so far filled this year that there's going to be other things that we need to add throughout the years.
There'll always be utilities and maintenance and upkeep, and there's always something else that you could do to make it even more than it is. So.
Absolutely. So, and that's what I was going to say. There's always upkeep. There's always utilities. There's 2 of us that work there. Yeah, we get paid. So, those are always some
Yeah.
the bills and stuff. But it's always needing some kind of a maintenance. Even with
Absolutely.
a new building, it's going to need yard maintenance and all of that.
So if you'd like to make a donation, go on to raisetheregion.org. And I'll tell you what, we're going to be your first donation. As soon as things open up, KC101 is going to donate $101 to everyone who came for an interview.
Oh, well, thank you,
all
Kevin.
the nonprofits. So all of you. You included. So
Thank
there you
you.
go. And I hope we inspire someone else to do the same. I tell you what, it feels good to give in this world. It really does.
I have made a challenge to my husband. Last year we did this, and we both donated 100. This year I challenged him to do 5.
Wow. There you go.
So.
I don't know how many interviews total we have, but I think we're at $3,000 or $4,000 that we're giving back with this. But that's ballpark. We're giving $50,000 back to the community this year, and different things to just make it a better place for everybody to enjoy. So glad to do this and to help improve people's lives. And Abby, thank you so much. And I'm sure we'll be chatting again. We have you on the radio. The airwaves are here for you.
I'm very glad you guys are here. You guys are wonderful. Thank you.
That's KC101.